So yeah, going back to the last edit. Bit of a nightmare really. I tried having a little experiment with the GoPro, messed the settings up completely, but I made do with it, you know. I watched the edit back and it was a bodge. I'll admit that, it was a bit of a bodge. It's always going to end in a bit of a bodge because Wiggins got flatty, he was a bit upset, I felt his pain. And my front brake was hardly working, so I was kind of always a bit on edge anyway. Kind of see I hit a tree when I was out Triscombe the other day. And there's so much leverage on it, that even when I pull it into there, it pretty much hits my hands, and it still hardly gives me anything. So I was kind of like bombing down those hills without a front brake, and it's normally the front brake I use the most. But that bike's going to Cycleworx. He is going to fix it. Ready for next weekend? We're going up again. Take 2. So next weekend is going to be a lot better, I can assure you. And there's more of us going up as well. And Wiggins is going to bring some spare inner tubes, aren't you, Wiggins? Yes, you are, Sam. Yes, you are. But on that note, so my front brake's a little bit dodgy. So I'm deciding to take it into Cycleworx. He's going to fix it. And I'm down with the bike maintenance. Anytime I hear something dodgy going on, I want it fixed. I'm not going to continue unless it's fixed. You know, if I blow a load of spokes out, I'm not riding it anymore. There's no way. The way I ride, there's no way I'm going to trust that jumping down a 15 set of stairs with spokes missing. But some people will. And some people will forget like the basics of like just doing up bolts and just going over your bike. You got to think like during a session, when I go out riding a session, every time I come back, a lot of the bolts are loose. Only because I've been landing so bloody hard, my cranks be loose, my pedal might come loose. So I'll just go over it, give it once over. Same with a mountain bike. You got to think, you're bombing down these hills, going over all these rocks and stuff, taking off these jumps. Stuff comes loose. So I give it once over, and then anything sort of like borderline on proper sketchy, I'll drop it into Cycleworx. Let him deal with it. He loves that sort of thing. He loves sort of delving into the fork suspension and all that sort of thing, seeing if all the hydraulics is working. But you know, that's his sort of profession. I can't be dealing with that. I'll leave it to him. I ain't got time for that. But over the years, malfunctions on bikes. Oh my word, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen head tubes rip off. Sometimes it's not people's fault. The head tube rips off because it's dodgy welds, you know, manufacturer malfunction. That's not your fault. That's just how it is. But I've seen people break their bikes based on the fact of they've not done something up. I was riding at a set of trails once, many years ago, and Nutter Matthew, his name was Matthew, Nutter Matthew come through the trails, went to try a 360 for the last jump, and his front wheel fell off. His front wheel come completely off. How he got away with it, I do not know, but his front wheel come completely off. And I asked him, why did your front wheel come off? I forgot to do up the bolts. He forgot to do up the bolts! Apparently his bike had been in someone's car, when he had to take the front wheel off to fit it in the car. When he got it back out, he didn't do the front wheel up properly and decided to go through a big set of trails and his front wheel fell off. I had a pair of United bars and an FBM stem many years ago, both quality companies, but they just didn't like each other. And my bars kept moving, and I went to do this rail hop, one of my biggest rail hops I've ever done actually. And I remember riding towards it, and I was sketching out a little bit because I kept thinking, my bars do keep moving. So I got an Allen key and I tightened them up as tight as I could. But as I went to do the hop, I felt the bars move, actually just doing the hop. And it scared the life out of me because it was probably a good like 13-foot drop. And as I come down, I could feel the bars just moving, and they literally just squashed into my lap, and I got away with it. Somehow I got away with it. I literally just ghosted the bike away, walked away from it, and then got to put the clip in. And it was in Leeds. And you've probably seen the clip a lot of times. I've put it in various edits, but look at this. I knew that was going to happen. That run up is fucking horrible. That's literally me fucked for the day. I can't get these bars back now.
I got Allen keys.
Sam, you was in the air for so long.
No, when I hopped up, it bounces.
You want a lap?
What do you reckon?
You look fucking smart as fuck from back there. That's alright.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see I actually got away with that, and you can hear me like sort of shout to myself in the air because I knew it was happening. As I hopped, I felt the bars slightly move, and I was like, I don't know how I got away with it. I felt the bars slightly move, so I literally just tensed up and hoped for the best. And luckily the bars kind of collapsed into my lap as I landed rather than went forward. Otherwise I sort of landed chest on my like frame and stuff. But yeah, I got away with it that day. There was someone looking down on me, near or far. So yeah, we all have mishaps, but I like to dodge them nowadays. You know, I've had so many injuries over the past, so I try and like stupid little scenarios like that. I try and skip them. If my bike ain't feeling right, or there's something loose, or something's broken, or on its way to breaking, I won't ride it. I'll get it fixed before I try and ride it. And that's why, like, literally, I buy a spare wheel just in case. As soon as that one starts like feeling it's going to give up the ghost, the new one's going on. I don't just sort of wait until it goes, because that's a bad idea, especially the way I ride. Not being funny, I'm not the smoothest customer in the book. Do you know what I mean? I make up these words as I go along. I make up phrases. You'll probably find on this channel I make up phrases. After stuff I'm saying, I just make it up. I'm not the smoothest customer in the book. What is that? But it works. I'll go with it. So I'm not the smoothest customer in the book, and I land quite hard. So I've got to make sure that my bike is in top-notch quality when I do stuff. Same with a mountain bike. I'm not the smoothest on a mountain bike. I'm heavy as hell. I use all the suspension. I could do with an extra 40mm for sure. It's only 160, but you know, I make sure everything's nice and tight and everything's running smooth before I head out anywhere. That's called basic maintenance. Checking it over. You wouldn't go drive a car if your engine's just about to blow up. Do you know what I'm saying? If your engine's just about to blow up, you won't go drive the car. So why would you go and ride your bike? Not saying it's going to blow up, but you know what I'm saying, if the bars are going to move or something's going to fall off. Tighten it up. Bike's going over to Sam Kirk's. Yep, Amp Cycleworx. Bike is dialed. Always dials my bikes. Sam Kirk is the man. Look at this place. Look at this place. I hear you all moaning that you lose a 6mm Allen key. Sam Kirk don't lose 6mm Allen keys. He is a professional. He's got every tool you can think of for these bikes. Unbelievable. Qualifications coming out of his ears. Every qualification in bike maintenance, in bike engineering. Hello, Sam Kirk.
Hello.
So we are here at Amp Cycleworx. Is that correct?
Yeah, we are definitely at Amp Cycleworx.
And you have just fixed my bike for about the millionth time.
Yeah, a million from one.
And I've been coming to you since I was 14 years old.
Yeah, since we were ratty kids, yeah.
Which is now 15 years.
Yeah, man. Scary, long time.
So what is it? What is the damage on this one this time?
Right, we've got 2 brake bleeds.
Yeah.
Full system service, all 8 pistons lubricated, 2 full brake bleeds, 2 caliper resets, so the brakes are running prime. New gear cable, gear hanger alignment, so your gears are crisp, sweet, and light as a feather. Other than that, mate, we're pretty good. So ready for some more Mercedes gaps.
Did you understand any of that? I didn't really understand much of that, but yeah, that sounds amazing.
She's running fine, man. She's running fine.
See? Now I can go out on the hills, I can jump over cars, knowing that I'm in safe hands. I'm in safe hands. Yeah, you remember I was saying, look how much leverage I had on my levers. It kept hitting my hands. Look at that. Oh man, it feels so good. I was literally going down hills and the brakes just weren't really giving me anything. But now it's like, oh, I feel safe again. I feel like I'm in safe hands. Beast. And this place is unreal. And you are the man, Kirky boy.
I try.
Always a man.
I try.
Don't need to try. This comes natural to you, it seems. Qualifications. He is qualified to the eyeballs, pretty much. Look at all those. Anything you can think of with bikes, he knows it. He knows the scores, and he has all the tools. Is this like your tool shop at home? No way. This is not like my tool shop at home. I struggle to find the 5mm Allen key most days. I have a wobbly seat, I'm like, where's that 5mm Allen key? And I know you'll like it as well. Where's my 70mm spanner? Well, yeah, he can just get it, just grab it straight away. He don't mess around here. That is professional. That's like a work of art, actually. You're quite proud of that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty proud, mate.
I would be.
Yeah.
It's some expensive gear, but I'm just down with my Wilkinson's spanners.
Yeah.
I got my spanners from Wilkinson's. Every time I go to do something up, it just rounds off. But it is what it is. But when it comes to the mountain bike, I don't really touch it. I let him do all that because I'm sort of heavy-handed. I'll try and do up a little the seat clamp and I'll probably snap it in half. But BMX-wise, I can get the leverage on there. I get a big scaffolding pole and do up my bolts. But the mountain bike, nah, that's an amp Cycleworx. I'm not touching it.
Wrench, not a scaffold wrench. Yeah, definitely no scaffold wrenches.
I thought that was your leverage pole. What is that?
No, that's a head tube crane race seater for you.
Oh, okay. Obviously, I'd use that as a leverage pole.
Yeah. Some occasions I've done it too.
And I'd use this as a hammer.
Yeah.
For knocking in the bearings.
Or unpaying customers, yeah.
Unpaying customers. That's
always a good one.
That is a good shout, actually. And that's a hammer as well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's my hammer at home.
Oh, that's your hammer. Yeah.
That's my hammer.
Yeah. More of an
That's my hammer. That does up every single bolt on my bike, and yeah, that's about it. It's definitely a hammer though. I was talking to the camera earlier, and I was talking about bad maintenance over the years. Bad maintenance I've seen. Have you seen some bloomers over the years?
I've seen some horror stories, yeah. I've seen some horror stories. Can you name it? I've probably seen it. I've seen a head tube split in half.
Is that
due to collapse? And
was that due to poor maintenance, or was that just
crash damage? Forks ripped straight out of the head tube. Yeah, some crazy shit. I'll get you a picture if you want to see it.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a little look at it.
Right, here we go. I think I've got it. Not sure if you can see it on the camera there, but that is definitely a head tube, and the forks have definitely split open.
I can see it. I can see it. It's like a tin can. It's gone right through. What the? I've not seen that. What? Someone's got like a tin opener and gone straight through the head tube.
Yeah, I think you commented saying someone put a firework in the head tube.
That is mental.
It's a pretty good
I
one.
can't actually remember that, but I kind of slightly remember that. Yeah, that is a bad one. We're not going to name no manufacturers because that's kind of lame, but
yeah.
So, what did the actual kid say when he come in with that bike? What was his excuse? He jumped down a free set?
Just riding along, I think. just riding along is the usual one.
Oh man!
But no, that was definitely crash damage. I think that one hit the floor pretty hard, and the forks took the brunt of it, and the frame was the first thing to give out on the seam weld.
Actually, funny you say that. You did a crash damage with me once. Remember that frame? I shortened the head tube by about 2 inches.
The Sabrosa.
Yes.
Not to name any names.
Yeah. But yeah, I jumped a river gap once and I come up really short, and I got crash damage on it. And I tried blagging it. We tried saying that I jumped down a 3 set of stairs. They weren't having it, so I had to pay half the money for the frame.
Shit, he's going for whack. Shit.
You alright?
Oh, fuck me.
You alright? And yeah, the actual gap was a big river gap. I've put it in before actually when I had my neck damage, and I come up really short, and it actually shortened the head tube by 2 inches. It creased the head tube right in.
It was a good crease, wasn't it? Yeah. The down tube had a bit of a bubble in it as well on that one.
Yeah, so I had to pay. The frame was 200 quid, but I had to pay £100. They called it crash damage, so
it's like trade plus VAT.
Yeah. Bike is fully fresh, and I'm ready for the hills. So you work your magic all the time on people's bikes.
I try.
And you see some really expensive bikes come through here.
Yeah, most certainly do.
I literally just missed one. There's a bike that just come out of here. It was £8,500.
Just touching on, yeah, just touching.
And see, people will trust him with these bikes. See, he's like a one-man band in here, but look at the place. It's awesome, and they will send £8,500 bikes to him to build up with no worries whatsoever, because they know the precision that he puts into all these bikes. It's perfection.
Yeah, we try.
And that's why I always take my bike to him. I've had this bike now for a year, and how it stayed in one piece I don't know. And I sort of rely on his expertise to keep it in one piece.
Yeah, she's done well, hasn't she?
I think she's done really well. That is Amp Cycleworx Instagram page. Always full of good content.
Yeah, some beauties on here every day. New content, see what I'm up to.
So check it out. I'll put the link in this video, and I've got to be heading off. So thank you very much again, as
Anytime,
always.
bro.
Absolute
Anytime.
perfection. So I'm going to go up the hills on that this weekend, with the knowledge of knowing I'm in safe hands at all times. So I can
stopping on a sixpence, no?
So I can jump off canyons. I can jump over cars. No worries. So yeah, thank you, Amp Cycleworx. It's been a pleasure as always. Home sweet home. I could learn to fix my bikes myself. I fix a BMX, like, you know, basics and stuff. Mountain bike, I'd just rather let him do it. I'd rather go in there, have a little chat, have a cup of tea, and watch him do the work, and just, you know, see his business grow. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn how to fix mountain bikes. I'd rather just let him do it. It's his job. He's a perfectionist. He's really good at what he does. It's always nice when I get my bike back fixed up, serviced to perfection. Brakes feel amazing. So there's no excuse. Next time I go on the hills, no excuse. I can go hell for leather. My brakes are working. They've not been working for a while, but they work perfectly now. They feel amazing. And yeah, so next edit, I'm gonna go hell for leather. I'm gonna do some big gaps. That is a promise. And can't fault the guy at all. And as you see, his workshop is amazing. And we do a lot more videos like that. Each time I break something on the BMX or the mountain bike, I'm gonna go back in there and we're gonna talk through what we're gonna fix and how he's gonna fix it. Keeping your mountain bike fresh in the winter is always kind of tough. Really sloppy, muddy, bits get everywhere. But you know, you've got to clean them down, keep them fresh. And we're gonna do a little few how-tos on how to do all stuff like that. And basic maintenance and basic fixtures and how to keep your wheels nice and straight and stuff. And whether you want to take in that information and do it yourself or drop it into Cycleworx. It's up to you, but you know, I like these little videos, and I know a lot of people have asked for like basic maintenance videos and stuff and how-tos on installing stuff on a BMX. So yeah, that is all to come. So thank you for watching this one. Thank you Cycleworx, and bye for now.